Hi everybody, this week I have a Disney princess card, exciting, and you can make this with Snow White, you can make this with Belle, Cinderella, Ariel, lots of different Disney princesses. But this week I have a collection of products that go especially well with the Snow White, the red theme, because they've got some nice and sparkly holographic pieces in here. And on the inside, just a sneak peek. Alright, so let me show you some of the products I've used and we'll get started on the card. Today I'm going to be using the Disney Princess die cuts and papers. So the paper pack is a 6x6 double-sided paper pack, and it has all these Disney princesses in it. We've got Sleeping Beauty, Ariel, Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, and matching papers. And then we also have the 131 die cuts. And in this book we also give you some card ideas, some scrapbooking ideas, and other. Here's a cute gift bag you can make. And here are the die cuts. And they all punch out. So we've got something from each princess. And I'm also going to use the red glitter hearts and the gold glitter borders in the dazzles. And of course this really fun holographic cardstock in the hearts. So let's get started. The nice thing about this is that all of the sheets are perforated at the top, so I simply just folded this way and this way, and sheet comes right out. So I'm going to use Snow White. Snow White was my favorite when I was little because she was the only one with black hair like me. Now they have tons of different heroines and princesses, but so I'm taking Snow White and I'm going to glue it to the front of the card. Notice that I have to chop off some of it unless I put it this way. But she's going to fit on it horizontally, so I'm going to make sure we've got her, we're not chopping off her in any way. So glue that to the front of the card, trim off the excess, and then trim off the excess of the card. Now that's done, I'm going to take some of the die cuts, and I've punched out the fairest of them all, and this is from the Snow White page. And there's also this blank banner that can be glued on top of or foam taped on top of this one so that you can put your own greeting. I'm going to set the card aside for a second, and I'm going to use the heart-to-heart stamps for the greeting. I don't really have a use for this greeting, fairest of them all, so I'm going to change that to hugs and kisses, this one right here. So I want to emboss that in gold, so what I'm going to do, set this one aside, is take my stamp. I've already got it on the acrylic block here. I'm using my Versamark watermark stamp pad and inking the stamp up. And it's a clear ink, so you can't see anything on the actual stamp, but there is something there. And see if this will fit. Yep. And since this is a slick surface, you want to be kind of careful when you're stamping to make sure that it doesn't smear. Now I'm taking this gold champagne embossing powder. I'm going to sprinkle it all over. And make sure you put this on top of a scrap piece of paper, makes it a lot easier. Tap that off, and there we have the hugs and kisses in the embossing powder. Alright, so now I have that, and I'm going to take my embossing heat tool, and I've got this ruler here just to kind of keep this down so it doesn't fly away when I emboss it. So here we go. Okay, it's looking pretty good. So here is my lovely greeting, and I'm going to foam tape it onto this apple right here. Okay, back to the card now, and I've cut a 1/2-inch strip of the holographic hearts paper, and that's gonna be glued on along the bottom. So right about there. Let's see here. Looks good. So what I'm going to do is layer the apple on top of this strip right here. And get plenty of glue on here. And that's gonna go right there. Now I have a 1/4-inch thin strip of the holographic and putting some glue on it. That's gonna go right above Snow White, kind of framing her along with the other red strips on the paper design. And I have a 1-inch wide strip of holographic. That's gonna go right here. And I have a die cut apple from that same Snow White page. I'm gonna put that up, kind of sitting on the strip. Before I foam tape this apple down, I'm going to add some of the gold dazzle borders. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've foam taped my apple right up here, and you'll see where I've put the gold borders just kind of along the holographic strips up here and down here. So I just cut off where it wasn't showing behind the die cut here. And I also added the red jewel dazzles in the hearts, and those add a lot of sparkle. I've got one right here at the end of the swirl, on the corners of the banner here, and then just in groupings here, and then on the apple. Alright, so now the front of the card is done, and onto the inside. So first I have cut a 1-inch strip of the holographic hearts, and that's going to get glued right along the bottom. And then, once I glue this on, I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess, and I want to dress it up with the gold border dazzles, just like on the front as you'll see on this strip, except I think it's going to be a little bit of the reverse pattern. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've added the same gold borders here as I have on this one, except this one's just reversed. And I like how it adds that special bling across the bottom of the card. And these are all die cut pieces from the Disney Princess die cuts. And the red little hearts here are the red jewel heart dazzles, the same as those on the front. So I've just added a little bit of a scattering of images across the top, and then this space is left blank for your personalized greeting. So that's the inside of the card. And there's the front. Here's just one last look at the finished card. There's the embossed gold greeting. I love the touches of bling on here. And then here's the inside. As always, nice and simple with a touch of bling at the bottom. And that is our Disney Princess card. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for this week's savings bundle, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. First, we've got this awesome holographic hearts red sheet of cardstock, and we also have more glittery stuff. We've got the red hearts dazzles And these have 358 hearts on here, so you won't be running out anytime soon. Then we also have the glitter, the gold jewel border dazzles. Lots of borders to choose from. And of course we have the Disney Princess die cuts. So just to take a closer look, there's some project ideas. And here are the die cuts. This is cute. They've got lots of different greetings in here. Merry Christmas, let it snow, put a snow globe. And the pages are a little bit thicker than paper. I would say a little bit thinner than cardstock, so, but they're a nice weight. True love, time for tea. Gotta love Disney princesses, huh? Sleeping Beauty. And then in the center, there are some instructions and more project ideas. And more die cuts. Getting into Ariel, Snow White, and Cinderella. Now, in addition to the die cuts, we're also giving you the 6x6 double-sided Disney Princess papers. There are 18 sheets in here. And of course, some project ideas to go with. So we've got Snow White, and each sheet, the front kind of matches or it complements the back. So we've got Belle, and we've got the the Cinderella here. There's Sleeping Beauty. And it looks like we are repeating those. There we go. And more project ideas on the back cover. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this week's tutorial, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.